Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-March 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you for the remainder of the month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming for the remainder of March. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, going back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Let's take a look here at your summary affirmation card. It says, I will guide. This is an interesting card, Aquarius. Sometimes this could be you guiding yourselves. This could be you guiding your friends, guiding others. But it is you taking the lead. It is you showing the way. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages we've got coming through here. Just going to adjust this a tiny bit. Okay. Perfect. Let's take a look and see what cards we've got here. Okay, interesting spread to start with, your Judgment and Justice back to back. I will say, starting off with those two, these are cards that are always favorable for you. So I like this energy that's coming through already here for you, Aquarius. But first up, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card of going within for clarity or finding out clarity, so being given the information that you need. Oftentimes this leads to some sort of final decision, and this is about kind of rerouting your path, making sure you're doing the right things, going the right places. But definitely some sort of information coming in that you've been able to internalize and potentially use for a decision. The next card that we have is the Justice card. Of course, again, favorable for you. This is also a card of truth coming out. So again, you have a clarity card and a truth coming out card. So some sort of gain of information here, Aquarius. But this is like cause and effect. So it's like now you've been able to go and take action. Or in this case, I think it was a decision that was made with this information. And at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Coins. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Coins, this is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income, some sort of money movement. So potentially a money decision that was made based on the information that you gained. Let's go and take a look though and see what messages we've got here. First, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of going from good to better. So if you take a look here, you have the Eight of Cups stacked very nicely, but yet the person is still walking away. Again, this is about moving on, but this is moving on to something better. So I like this information that you found out, this truth that you found out was an enabler. This decision that you're making is, again, moving you from good to better. The next card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. So it's wanting more. Again, this is cause and effect though. So it's like, you're pursuing a desire now, perhaps. You're pursuing something you've wanted, which is nice to see. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a card of being very self-sufficient. Again, this is you driving this, perhaps you guiding yourself here. Feels good energy. The Queen of Swords can also be about communication. So there's some way somehow this could be connected into communication as well. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, Aquarius, which is just in general what's coming for the remainder of the month. So it's going to be column number 2, taking a look at that next summary card. We have the card, I feel grateful. I will say that feeling grateful is one of the best things that you can do for yourself This has even been scientifically proven for people that are grateful, just have better lives. But the nice thing is, I think March is going to give you a lot of things to be grateful for. So remind yourself that you're feeling grateful, but also some events happening that you will truly be grateful for going into the remainder of this month. So let's take a look at our cards and see what we're working with here. First we have the Empress. The Empress is a really good card. We love to see it anywhere really in our readings. It's a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. Really anything is possible with the Empress. It's such a position of power. And again, that ability to create whatever you want. The Empress can also be a card of fertility and pregnancy. So if you're hoping to grow your family, the Empress is a good card for you. The next card we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about doing some sort of healing. This is about nurturing. This is about supporting. This is about healing. I think that you're going to be doing this for yourself, but we'll clarify and see what's coming up. But it does seem like we're healing ourselves. We're taking good care of ourselves the remainder of this month, Aquarius, which I like to see. And at the bottom here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've listened to my readings before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of good fortune. It's a card of good luck. And it's an indicator of a turning point. So kind of like a wheel, it's turning here. So I do think we're going to be entering into this period now where we're able to create stuff for ourselves. It does seem like there's some healing slotted. But all things to be grateful for. This creation, this healing, and this turning point that's coming. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clarifiers though and see what other messages we have. First up we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of needing to heal. So I like to see that we have the Queen of Cups in here. It's almost like once we do this healing, it kind of opens your eyes and opens your ability to create. It gives you that more abundance since we're not carrying around some of that baggage, some of that hurt. Overall, it seems like a good month for healing because it's allowing you to move forward onto something new, creating whatever that new thing is that you want. The next card we have is the Hangman. The Hangman can be a little bit stagnant, so you see this person is hanging there by their foot. This is a card though of like gaining wisdom, being able to move forward. So it ties nicely with the Queen of Cups. It's like in order to create what we want, in order to hit this turning point, the healing needs to happen. So that's what that card is saying there. And then at the bottom here, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a nice pair with the Wheel of Fortune. I realize the Six of Swords looks a little gloomy. Everybody's facing away from us. Their heads are hanging low. Their sword stuck in the boat. But if you look at the boat, Aquarius, the boat's heading in a forward positive direction, which is great to see. This is about going through some sort of transition, going through some sort of necessary change. And that makes sense with the Wheel of Fortune too, because again, we were about to turn that corner, turn the wheel with the Wheel of Fortune. This can also be a card of physically moving or relocating, so that could apply for some of you as well. Now let's take a look at our next column here, Aquarius, which is anything related to money. We're going to pull a quick card with a money tips, tricks, advice on it. It says money should first be invested into your physical, mental, and spiritual growth and development. Without the health and well-being of these three, there is no purpose for money. Okay, so in this call, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. Anything you associate with money here, Aquarius. First, we have the Eight of Coins or the Eight of Pentacles. I always really like to see the Eight of Pentacles coming up in our money column. This is a card about mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. This is also about working smarter, not harder, so be thinking more efficient ways to work. But the main reason why I love the Eight of Pentacles is when I see it, I know that you're getting ready to reap the benefits of your hard work. So you're putting in the hard work and that hard work is paying off for you. It's so nice to see, but it does seem like we're pretty happy with work. We're being efficient in the things that we're doing. And then again, reaping the benefits of the hard work that we're putting in. The next card we have is the Ten of Cups. Again, if you've watched my readings before, you know the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. The Ten of Cups is a card of really everything positive. This is family, contentment, total love, support. It's great if you're trying to buy a house, grow a family. It's just all things positive. It's all things that you could possibly want with the Ten of Cups. So, love to see it. Also, contentment is a huge thing. When I was younger, I was like, oh, contentment's not that great. And as I've gotten older, I realize it's hard to be content. So therefore, I love the Ten of Cups and that sense of contentment that comes with it. At the bottom here, we have the Hangman. The Hangman, again, is that kind of stagnant card, hanging by the foot, waiting there. It does seem like we need to gain some more information, gain some additional perspective, or gain some wisdom. So there's something we need to gain some knowledge on as it relates to money or work this month, Aquarius. Let's see what cards we have here, though, for clarifiers. First, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of having a lot of different things going on. So you take a look, there's something different in each of these cups here. So this can be an indicator of being busy. Sometimes it makes it hard for us to commit to something, though, too. Perhaps you're kind of hesitant to commit to, because we mentioned with the Hangman, there's kind of some lack of knowledge. So some knowledge that needs to be picked up this month. The next card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is about being reliable, patient, hardworking. Very similar to the Eight of Cups. I see this. When I see this card, it's like you've put in the hard work and you're reaping the benefits. So that's the repeat message there for you. And it's on top of the Ten of Cups, which I just told you I love so much. At the bottom here, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of secret or mystery. Again, it's that missing piece of information here, Aquarius. So we need to gain some insight. The message I'm hearing is like, don't hesitate to ask questions. So I think there's something we're not going to fully know or understand, and we need to make sure we're asking questions about it. Okay, now let's move on to our next column, which is anything related to love. Similar to money, we're going to start with a quick love message here. Your card says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Aquarius. First, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very powerful, very charming. We have what we call sometimes the woo factor. You're very appealing to people. They're very drawn to you. They're very interested in you. So, not to sound bad, but like use that in your favor. Again, people are naturally attracted to you and naturally drawn to you, and also trusting of you and what you have to say. Again, position of power is kind of a weird way to explain it, but that is the case where you have a lot of say, you have a lot of input, you have people looking towards you, and again, that kind of natural connection and being drawn to you this month. The next card that we have is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, solo pleasures. So lots of self words in there. Do make sure you carve some time out to take care of yourself this month. I think we talked about this a little bit earlier too. But make sure you have some you time. Again, people are going to kind of like gravitate towards you and be really drawn to you, and that's wonderful. But again, make sure you're factoring in some you time there. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is such a good love card. This is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So really whatever movement you want. If you're hoping for a relationship, this is a great card for you. Again, people are very, very attracted to you going into the remainder of March. If you're hoping to grow your family, this is a great card, or advance your relationship, this is a great card for you. So, looking pretty good. Let's see what we have in terms of clarifiers here, Aquarius. First, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of nurturing, healing, being supported. This is really just you taking time for you, so don't lose sight of that. Do note that you're on your throne. Again, we're in this position of power. People are gravitating towards you, looking up to you, hearing you out. So really good position to communicate, to connect, to influence. But do take some you time there. The next card that we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands can be a card of like self-defense or protecting yourself against competition. More than anything, you need to like set the expectation of having you time. I feel like this is like everybody asking for your attention and just making sure that you do get some you time in there, Aquarius. At the bottom here, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a card. It can be very gossipy. It can be very dramatic. So I always tell people to like kind of stay away from the gossip and stay away from the drama when I see this card. So if you can, that would be advice. But this can also be like finding out information. So this again can be finding out the new relationship, finding out you're pregnant, finding out you're getting married or engaged. So that truth coming in. Okay, now at this time, let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. So this is something to carry into the end of the month. We have the card, I will pray. I realize that doesn't resonate for anybody. So this could be, I will pray, I will hope, I will manifest, I will ask. Whichever of those makes sense to you. But it seems like there's something you're hoping for, that you're praying for, that you're working towards accomplishing. So let's see where this column takes us here. Aquarius, see what other final message or messages I can give you. Some advice from your future self or spirit guides. First, we have the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of trusting your intuition. Oftentimes with the Moon card, there's like something unknown. It's like a curve in the road, something we're not expecting. So definitely make sure you weigh in on your intuition to kind of guide you through this as the curve in the road happens or that thing that pops up. The next card that we have is the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is about being reliable, patient, hardworking. And you need to do those three things. You need to continue to be reliable, continue to be hardworking, but also be patient. Because again, it seems like there's something coming up that we don't expect, but you can't just give up on this thing that you're hoping for because something pops up. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Wands. Again, anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. So this is new project, inspiration, urge to create. So this is, I think, the new thing you've been hoping for, but we need to keep pushing forward and working towards it. Let's take a look at our clarifiers here, Aquarius. At first, we have the Eight of Pentacles. We actually talked about this card earlier too. That's that putting in the hard work. This is mastering your craft, enjoying your employment, putting in the hard work so you can reap the benefits. So again, whatever this thing that pops up or this kind of curve in the road that we weren't expecting pops up, don't let it derail you. Continue to keep pushing forward. The next clarifier we have is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a card of low feelings. I do feel like this again is like person laying down flat, swords in them, feeling like you're in a low spot. As this thing pops up, you're going to feel kind of discouraged. But you do have two cards here that are telling you to keep pushing forward here. And at the bottom here, we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a card. This is like Prince or Princess Charming. It's very romantic. It's very proposal-like. Perhaps this thing we're pursuing is love or relationship related, but this is again just that new proposal, this new opportunity. So don't lose hope, because whatever it is, it's definitely coming to you here. Okay, Aquarius, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the 6 of Spades. This is number 29 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 4 of Spades. This is number 49 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the King of Diamonds. This is number 15 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, no, yes there for you, Aquarius. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of March. Your crystal is Sapphire, which is good for spirituality, wisdom. It always helps you be in the right place at the right time as well. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. We can all always use more healing. Your note says, there's something beautiful about all scars of whatever nature. A scar means the hurt is over, the wound is closed, healed, and done with. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aquarius, and I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your March.